Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Final Fantasy II. Today, we're going to have an airship just fly over us. No, we're going to go to Semit Falls, and these are actually new enemies. Let's keep our MP as high as possible for right now. Except for Guy, who's going to be using his magic. Yeah, we're going to be going through a dungeon, so we're going to want to keep our, cure spells available. And blink for, the end of the dungeon. Minwoo gained some HP. Good for him, dog. Over here is a new addition to the PSP game. This is the Arcane Labyrinth. He's apparently been studying it for a while, but to no avail. Sure. It is a peculiar level in that much of it is sealed by words. Certain words alter the composition of the floors to reflect their meaning. The labyrinth is made of interconnected layers, and at the very bottom await ferocious monsters. In order to forge ahead, you will need to break seals with words. Break the seals and make it to the bottom, and then you will be able to return to the surface. Make sure you're up to the task if you plan on going forward. Once you enter there is no turning back and no means of recording your progress. The only other thing I know about are the words. The effect of the words vary in relation to the other words. The words used to reach a floor and the word used to leave it combine to change things for the better or for the worse. And sometimes they change nothing at all. The effects of words also vary in relation to whom they are said. This doesn't affect the labyrinth, but it is connected to something else. That is all I know for right now. So yeah, it's fluff, I guess is a nice way to say it. It's a dungeon you can go through that it's like there's a predetermined amount of floors, and they will appear based on the words you use. It's like a mix and match type deal. You can get a lot of good stuff from this. From what I read, I've never actually done these labyrinths. I tried it once and I got stuck / killed, so I don't know. We'll talk about these in the future, because I do know that you can get some game-breaking equipment from them, and I don't want to do that for my type of, walkthrough. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be able to do much with it right now, though. Given our levels, we would probably be killed pretty easily. Oh, more new enemies. So let's go ahead and not use magic with Maria. Yeah, sure. Now, something you can do with Minwoo here, you can use him as a battery for Guy. Eventually, Guy's gonna run out of MP if I use spells every battle, which I'm probably not gonna do. I'm gonna pretty much use it when I need to when we get into the dungeon. I am using Thunder right now. That's kind of foolish of me. Minwoo's gonna do most of the healing as well outside of battle. And we're going to use Fairying for Blink and Curing inside of battle if need be. I just don't want to accidentally run out of MP as we go through this place. But yeah, to get to the Semit Falls, which I might have been calling Summit Hills, you just need to go down here into the river. Now, in the river you don't get any encounters, so that's how I like to travel, as I love avoiding encounters at all costs, even though it does affect my levels. Also, this is beautiful. It's so basic, but it's beautiful. So in here is Semit Falls Basement 1, or B1. We're gonna have a fair amount of same enemies and new enemies as well. The ambush there is kind of rude. Good lord. Man, those goblins, they actually do a decent amount of damage, don't they? Sure, you go ahead and kill this one, and then you can just do that. I'll probably cure outside of battle after this as well. Yeah, the goblins, even though they cause, the green goblins, I should say, goblin guards, even though they do a decent amount of damage, they still have next to no HP, so they're gonna die fairly easily. We've already gained a thunder level. I mean, I guess we have been using that a fair amount, haven't we? So nothing up north. Guy gains strength and stamina after that. Man, I guess wielding those shields is kind of hard for him, huh? Stamina's good. Strength, he's never gonna be using it. So up here is going to be a treasure. Let's grab that. It's 200 gil. That will come in handy later when I need to buy a life spell or equipment. I will want to upgrade equipment eventually. Maria gets HP there, and I believe Guy got some agility? Or maybe she got HP and agility. No, it was Guy. Guy's got 7 agility. Good lord. Another 400 gil. That's very useful to have. Varian and Guy gain some HP there. Finally. I'm gonna slow down on healing everyone after battle with Minwu. More HP for Maria, and Guy gained more agility. That's fantastic. I guess I'm just getting lucky. Slash shields increase experience or agility. I mean, I know he's gonna be evading a lot of attacks, but at the same time, they haven't been attacking him. Get some eye drops that could come in handy for when we have darkness on us. Up here is going to be another treasure, and it is going to be potions. I'll probably use some of those to actually heal right now. So, who needs it? You. Just you. Okay, cool. Now, we want to go up to those doors we just saw on the right, but before that, we want to fight these new enemies, which are, you know, they're not going to stand much of a chance, right? To do that, you attack nothing. Now, Maria's going to one-shot them. Furion, whoops, yeah. You can just tell the difference here between, just the damage. Even with the longsword, though, like, Furion would not be keeping up with, Maria's damage output. That's how strong Unarmed is at the beginning of the game. High potion, we don't want that yet. Like, just add, it's too strong for us right now. Like, yeah, we do not need a high potion. Not at our HP levels. Eventually, yes, we're gonna want high potions. How much money do we have? We got 2,000. That's pretty good. Now, these doors, we're gonna run into a lot of this situation throughout the game. You'll be faced with multiple doors. One of them is the right one. The other ones will lead to a room that has nothing in it, but at a very high encounter rate. You'll go in, you'll get into a counter pretty much every other step you take. It's just a trap to make you use more of your resources. This is the real door. Now we're on basement 3. Saw a door up there. Let's come down here and get this treasure. Another 200 gil. Can't complain about that. I mean, I could. Like, why isn't it more? Guys, HP increase. He's the first one to break 100 HP. A standard black mage. Now, here, if we go over there, we'll reach the doors that we need to take. But first, let's come down here and fight some new enemies. So we got some balloons. They're not as threatening as balloons are in any other game. Yeah, you attack that one and you defend. Yeah, balloons, generally speaking, are like the higher end version of bombs in later Final Fantasy games. In this one, they are not that bad. They're a little threatening, but you'll be fine. Just attack and they'll die. Especially if you have Maria. Nothing. Oh man, that's a shame. Another 250 gold. Let's come up here. There's nothing down below. Let's come up here, and it's door number 3. Use some potions to heal up everyone. So here are all the enslaved people from Salomon. And who's with them? It's Paul! Farian, it's you! You remember me, don't you? Paul, greatest thief in all the world? Am I ever glad to see you? This is Joseph's daughter, Nellie. I think that dastard Morgan's been holding their hostage to threaten Joseph. Princess Hilda told you to bring her back some Mithril, right? Well, that's normally where I step in. I figured out this is where the Mithril was coming from easy enough, so I thought I'd get the jump on you guys and nab the Mithril before you could get there. Only I messed up and got caught. Me, of all people. Well, I know when I'm over my head. So long, but don't worry, I'll take everyone here with me. Thanks for saving us. I owe you one. So yeah, Paul here is going to bring everyone here back to Salomon, but we need to keep going forward and get the Mithril / kill everyone. So what we want to do now is just go up, keep going up, and get a fire tome. So this is why we didn't buy a fire tome earlier. We now have one for Guy here. He now has all 3 of the elements. Fire is pretty handy. I believe most enemies, well, it's the element that a lot of enemies in the game have a weakness to. Not most, that would be too easy, but it's more handy mid and late game than say like Blizzard and Thunder are. But Thunder and Blizzard still have their uses. Oh, speaking of Thunder and Blizzard, Actually, I believe these can be killed with pretty much anything. I am going to hit them with a... That would probably kill them all. Let's see. They're slimes. They're going to be pretty strong against physical attacks, but weak against magic, and they die. Okay, for a second there, I thought he was an Envenom. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to see that just yet. At least I don't remember ever being venomed here. Alright, we get some more HP and more agility for Guy there. And Maria, which is just fantastic. Can't complain about that. Give me all the agility in the world. More agility gains for Farian, and more HP gains for, I think, everyone. Yeah, that seems about right. Guys, just raking in the HP there. It will even out eventually. So, we want to go up to go to the right way, but first, let's go down this way and get a treasure. This one is a little bit out of ways. Farian gets some HP and sword and shield level up, and Maria gets some HP. And here, we get a teleport to him and a monster in a box. Now, this guy is a land turtle. You ain't gonna be doing much to it with Farian's attack, but with a blizzard spell, it will die instantly. See? Told ya. We'll be running into a few turtles in the future, and they hit pretty hard, and you want to be careful of them. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't think anyone else... Yeah, nothing there just yet. Get stamina for Farian and agility. We're actually gaining a lot of agility. For the most part. Not on Maria, but she's not really evading too much. To be fair, she's not being attacked all that often either. Let's go back to the entrance of the floor. Here we are. Now we want to go up, and we want to get to this door. But first, we need to kill these guys, because why not? Yeah, we're not going to use any more spells. We don't have much MP here. I should probably teach the teleport tome to Farian. I will want to level that up a little bit, I feel like, because that can be a pretty good insta-death spell for a lot of enemies. So having that might come in handy. Let's come over here, teleport, and booyah. You know, that's why you didn't want to buy it earlier, right? Save yourself 1,000 gil. Now this guy is gonna be kind of a pain. You're not gonna be able to do much to him in terms of damage with Farian. You will be able to do damage to him with magic and Maria. So, yeah, let's go. We're gonna keep the party buffed up with Farian and healed with Minwu. Rebels, never thought I'd have to deal with your kind down here. Well, if you think you're getting Mithril, you're right. My Mithril braid's straight through your heart. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit Blink on everyone, attack, hit him with the Blizzard, and then Protect. Now this dude has 420 HP, Blaze it. Blizzard's gonna do a decent amount of damage there, and then Maria's gonna be able to do a decent amount of damage with her punching. Wow, we hit one person with the Blink. That's horrible. There you go. So we're a little bit there. Let's go ahead and just do it one-on-one there. So we get one more real cast with Guy there, and then I can swap with Minwu. Yeah. 81, not as good as the first one. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but we'll get Blink on everyone by the end of it. Yeah, if you attacked with Farian's sword, you wouldn't be able to actually do too much. Let's go ahead and swap with Guy. That will give Guy 35 MP. It is going to give Minwu 89. Oh, shit. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. Well. Yeah. Got no magic. I can't revive her. Oh well. That's gonna happen throughout the series where someone dies in battle. We don't have any Phoenix Downs. They're quite expensive. So there's not much you can do there. This guy's dead anyways. And I'll be able to teleport out. We won't be able to actually revive her until we get back to the town. Oh, we can protect and swap level ups and HP for Minwu. Shocking. Go ahead and grab this. We get Mythril. Now we need to go actually back to Altair, but we're gonna go to Salamon first. Let's go ahead, and we already taught teleport to you. Now, when you use teleport in this game, it does something very different compared to other games. As I said earlier, it's an insta-death spell for enemies when we use it on them. For us, when we use it to teleport out of a dungeon, it lowers our HP to very critical. So, yeah, gotta be a little bit careful with that. Alright, I'm gonna make my way back to Salamon, where I'm gonna buy the life spell. We'll speak to Joseph as well. Alright, we're in Salamon right now. Let's go ahead in here. When you come up here, press the X button, and as you pray, a warm light suddenly envelops you, and a voice overflowing with compassion rings in your ear. Soul that wanders in death, return now from the distant land where sorrow and darkness hold sway. And we plop Maria's dead body down. And she comes back. Go, Maria! How was death? Was it horrible? That makes sense. Alright, so yeah, she starts with 1 HP there. We can't actually heal her. Oh well, it happens. We'll be staying at an inn before we actually leave. We got almost 4,000 gil. Let's come here and buy a life tome for Firion there. On the way back to Altair, I'm gonna want to get the protect and shell spell for him. They're not gonna get many uses. I'm gonna level them up, but for the most part, blink and protect and cure is where I want to go. Eventually, like magic damage, yeah, it's not that useful. Like against the party, we'll grow enough to the point where we don't really have to worry about magic for the most part. Sure, there'll be some cause for concerns every once in a while, but like a standard encounter from an enemy is not gonna, like if they use a spell against it, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Hi, Joseph. Looks like you managed to save my daughter. Thank you. That cowardly bogan had been threatening Nelly to get to me. Forgive me if there's anything I could do to help you. All I gotta do is ask. Mythril? The cave behind Semit Falls used to be an old Mythril mine. The deepest parts of the cave still have some Mythril deposits. And Mythril. You better get that Mythril to Altair. Princess Hilda is waiting for you. Alright, well, we're gonna go back to Altair. I'm gonna stop off at one of the towns on the way. Paloom or, Bosk, I think was the other one. And buy them. It's only cost like 600 gil. But yeah, I guess I'll meet you back at Altair. Alright, we're back in Altair. We could actually just skip this part, but let's go ahead and show Hilda the Mythril. Well, we do need to come talk to Hilda, but we could actually go drop the Mythril off somewhere else before doing this. The Empire has suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Fynn. They're building the dreadnought in Bosk? Yes, to help compensate for those losses. I believe I called Poft Bosk earlier. So ask Dreadnought? The Empire is using the people of Bosk to build the dreadnought. The dreadnought itself is a massive, heavily armed airship. Airship? A man named Sid is the former captain of Finn's Order of the White Knights, built an airship, and a ship that sails the skies. But the airship captivated him, mind and soul, and he soon left Fynn. We are poor for his absence. I'm told he now lives in Poft, granting travelers passage on his airship for a price. He then uses the money to make further refinements on his airship, or so the story goes. Oh yeah, we wanted to show you the Mythril. Sorry. Yeah, here we go. Where's that Mythril? There we go. You found the Mythril! Now we're finally able to fight an empire on equal terms. That's... maybe. Please take the Mythril to Tobol, the town blacksmith. I'm certain he'll be able to use it to make some magnificent weapons. Yeah. I'll be able to make some Mythril weapons, which are pretty good. Not really that great. Hey dog, you ever hear of a dreadnought? What? The Empire would dare build such a weapon? This is the first I've heard of such a thing. So that's the way of it. They didn't tell me for fear of worrying me. Yeah, but I'll tell you. You want to look at some Mythril? Aw, well, he's no fun. Let's go to Tobal. He's going to be in the weapon shop from earlier in the game. So that is just over yonder. Hey, dog. Have some Mythril. Oh, that's Mythril! I've been waiting for a chance to work this metal for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave the rest to me. Swords, armor, you name it, I'll start pounding it out. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring. So, with that, there's going to be additional people at the weapon and armor shops now that we can buy mithril gear from. You can buy equipment I made over at the shop counter. I'll keep my hands full. This will keep my hands full, I'll tell you that. Good for you. I don't know why you can't just give me a whole set of mithril armor and weapons, but, you know, that's how it goes. Now, I'm not going to buy any, like, a mithril shield or a mithril sword. We're going to find those later. But I will buy, yeah, let's buy a set of mithril armor here for Farian, and that will definitely increase his defense by a ton. And I guess we can sell this leather armor because we're not going to use it. Eventually, I am going to put some light. I'm going to buy some light armor for Guy and Maria. They sell some in Both? Yeah, whatever. That I'm going to want to actually get. Now, do we want to do that today? I don't think we do, but I'll show you where we're going to be going because I'm going to meet you guys over at Poft here. This glowing bit over here, that is Both, and that is the Dreadnought. That's what I was pointing out kind of earlier. That's another cave that is the same as this one, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Yeah, so we're going to want to go over to here next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, want to have my video site and check out some of the content, see if it's to your liking. If you're interested in watching my live stream, twitch.tv/ChronosPlays, give my channel a follow to be notified when I go live. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.